Alphabet, good to see you. Nice. Morning, Dennis. How are you? Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. Happy Friday to you too. Good morning, Les. Just having a quick look through all the former runners. Look, I'm okay. It's Friday. I can have a nice weekend. Forget about the thing is, right, yesterday was a bad day for me and it's still lingering at the back of my mind, but I've had a good week. Still over 60,000 in profit on the week, despite having a bad day yesterday. So it was just, well, it's my worst trading, but it wasn't actually my worst trading day. It was my worst trade ever. I've had worse, and I've come back from worse. So I need to get the positive mentality back in my head. We were flying yesterday morning. Well, I achieved my monthly goal yesterday morning, so now I need to focus and get back to where we were. So zoom out on the bright side. No, absolutely, absolutely. I've had a brilliant start to the month, and it's normal when you have a nice winning streak or you have a big win. It's normal that it's followed by a big red day or a big red loss or whatever it is. But you kind of it always happens when you get the greediest. When you go big size, that's when the market fakes you out, and so it's tuition fee, Dennis. It's an expensive lesson, but it's a tuition fee. And you constantly... I'm not too bad today, Les, because I had yesterday to look at it. I've reviewed the trades. I've reviewed that particular trade. When I came back after walking the dog, I got a couple of good trades in, which kind of... The thing is, if you leave it on a sour note, it can linger. But the fact that I went back into Qnrx and got another 10k, I managed to get a little over 13,000 out of Minerva as well. I felt exhausted, so I went and had a lie down on the couch. But it shows that the volatility is still there. And if I can lose so much in a day, I can make just as much in a day. And that's the way I'm looking at it, Ouch. That's what I need to get. That's what I didn't buy, Barocca. I've been out of Barocca for a couple of weeks now, and I've about a week. I went shopping last Friday and forgot to buy it. Hey, Dunkers. Matt, good to see you again. You're not the only one that got spanked yesterday, lady. Still having a good week, though. And that's it. You've got to zoom out. Take it on the chin. There are some earnings out this morning. So we've had Alibaba this morning, earnings. Gap down. I don't think we've actually seen the earnings tape print yet. Well, that was yesterday. DraftKings is what we've got today. Baba was yesterday. I've lost. I wish I had lost yesterday. I wouldn't. So I've got DraftKings, Goodyear, Brookfield, Western Digital, Wabtec. Not a huge earnings day today. In fact, I'm just going to close that graphic because there's some earnings, but not huge earnings today. We seem to be trading on a little bit of lower volume today. It's Friday, so Fridays tend to be a little less volatile than the rest of the week. Let's see. Last Friday went mental while I was out. That's the last Friday was when HKD popped, wasn't it? Thanks a lot, Lindsay. Good stuff, Les. Keep going back to chapter 2, though. You need to drum in. You need to drum in risk management. It is the single most important thing to profitable trading. So keep going back to chapter 2 and reviewing it, or at least review the slides. Okay. Just for you, Les. Calithera Bioscience. No volume at all. Moved up. I don't know if I had a catalyst yesterday because the whole bioscience sector was pharmaceuticals, etc. Has been buoyant all week. It's just been moving up on a lot of really parabolic movers just on sector volatility. So Cala, there's nobody trading it at the moment. Needs volume. Gapped up. I don't know if that was a gap up on in June. I don't know if that was a reverse stock split or whether that was. I think that's probably a reverse stock split. Looking at it, or it was a big news catalyst. Well, I'm watching Peggy, but Pineapple Energy, but I'm not really seeing any specific catalyst for it. That's the thing. I'm not seeing any other energy sector, any other energy stocks to suggest it's an energy sector that's buoyant. What else did you want to look? CGTX. Another one in the cognition therapeutics. Another one in the bioscience sector. Again, this is low volume. This is down 11% on the day. So, had a good day yesterday. I hope you're not holding bags from yesterday, Les. It went up to 625 yesterday, I think it was. 627 nearly. And now it's down. It's lost pretty much half of those gains to 321. Big day yesterday, and then just sold off. That was into the close. Last 2 hours of the market and sold off. So I hope I have a great day too, Alistair. I hope you have a great day. I hope that wine is that you're imbibing. Is it today you fly out, or is it next week? Ninth of August. We'll get paid on the 9th of August. Oh, happy days. There was a nice sweetener yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, after I finished trading, the funds I withdrawed from last week credited on my account. So that was a nice sweetener. I thought, okay, that sweetened the sour note and made bitter pills palatable. So it's like I always say, it's not my money until I withdraw it. So I withdrew some money last week and it hit my account yesterday, and happy days. That's my money. So what the money that's on the system in the broker, that's not my money until I withdraw it. So 100,000, just over 100,000 up, not my money. Fugazi, it's a Fugazi, a Fugazi. It's a fairy dust. That's what Matthew McConaughey says, isn't it? Fugazi, it's fairy dust. Doesn't exist. It's imaginary. Well, enjoy, buddy. Enjoy it. I hope you get great weather and smooth, calm seas. Nothing worse than being on a cruise and you get choppy, big waves. Spend all your time in your cabin vomiting. AMTD, let's have a look. That seems to be gathering a bit of momentum. Yeah. Not enough volume. I'd like this to move up. It's dodges there, and it's not enough volume to trade this reliably yet. Session high of 521. Well, I'm looking at that with a decent candle, but the volume is not huge. Got the algorithm spike at 8 o'clock, but we're not even getting over 100. What's this one? We've not had a single volume candle pre-market over 100 shares a minute. So 100,000 shares, that is. You're always welcome anyway, Lindsay, if when you get round to it. It's you take your time. I'll take a quick 2,500. If it breaks session highs, which are 521, then we'll look to scale in. Otherwise, we'll get out if it pulls back to 5. Yeah, I did mention Tupperware the other day. It was it had earnings and it was moving well. This is not the volatility we saw on AMTD earlier in the week, that's for sure. On Monday, this was moving absolutely mental in sympathy with HKD. I've not even really sorted out my my watch list yet, so kind of not decided what I'm watching yet. Society Pass had a good day yesterday. It's down on the day from yesterday, but it's 211s. It's retained a lot of its gains from yesterday. $5 is my cutoff on this trade. All I'm risking. Hey, well, you're always welcome, Jack. I hope I have a great day. Yesterday was probably not the best day to be watching me. But certainly I hope you'll learn a bit more today. Yesterday was definitely not the best day to watch. Not unless you're into gore porn. Yesterday was an absolute car crash. I don't understand that. So, you know, people that watch that kind of really horrible shit on the internet, it's like, something not right in your head, pal. You're finding that interesting. Okay, that was a nice little pullback. If it breaks 515 here, it could be interesting. We're already in. Current high of 521. Okay. Sorry, session high of 521. But the high of this move is currently 517. So Luke, you don't have to tell me, mate. I went to, not so much that they were too big position. I got greedy at the wrong time. That was it. And it's my own fault because I had such a good week up until that point. And I look back at I did 44,000 on Wednesday. And I look back at it, I was only taking 2,500 to 5,000 shares positions, like lots of like 2,500. There was 2,500, add 2,500, take 2,500, add 2,500, that kind of thing. And I kept thinking to myself, well, normally my standard position size is about between 5 and 10,000. So I'll scale in from 2,500 to 5, and then I'll add 2,500, maybe add 5 to 12,500, take off 2,500, some profit, etc., etc. And I'm kind of thinking, before this is kind of after hours on Wednesday, I'm thinking, well, maybe I could have made so much more if I'd just been taking standard position size. When the market's hot like this, it's the right time to be aggressive. It's not the right time to be conservative. Of course, that came to bite me on the arse, didn't it? So I was aggressive, and as per normal, Murphy's Law, when you get the greediest, when you go the biggest, when you become the most aggressive, that's when the market turns around and slaps you and kicks you in the ass. I did say, there we go, we'll get it. Didn't quite work out, that one. Alistair, get back to stripping the flat. You even get back to stripping in the flat. You know, this. Yeah, I know I'm thick, but this is a sexy body. You know what I mean? People will pay to see this. I'm sure. If I blow up my account, I'm sure I'm sure I could get another career doing that. Open up an OnlyFans or something. Oh, Michael, don't be saying that. I don't like losing money. Yeah, blowing up an account is not healthy. And if I'd done that on Monday, if I hit that trade on Monday, I would have blown up the account. Another bioscience. I don't know if it's got a catalyst or whether it's just sector volatility, but AHPI just gapped up, just moved up. President Biden says Americans should consider wearing a mask indoors to guard against BA.5 COVID variant. Another variant? Bloody hell. That was from last week, so not seeing any news on Allied. This is Allied Healthcare. I'm not seeing any news, so it must just be sector volatility. That down to sector volatility. Volume's not great, so see this above $5 again before I trade it. Society Pass. It's a very flat, do nothing market yesterday across the markets. A very flat day, not much movement at all. The Nasdaq slightly up, the SPY slightly down, the S&P500 slightly down, the Dow Jones slightly down. The markets didn't really do much at all yesterday. Very, very sideways. Well, I think it's important that when I do make and this is the point, there's not a single trader out there, real trader, not one of these. I came across a TikTok yesterday, and he calls himself a trader, and he's selling his, signals or whatever it is, and there's not a single trading video. He's got like nearly 300,000 followers, but not a single trading video. It's just pictures of him in his rented apartment in his rented, outside a rented limo or Lamborghini, whatever, rented private yachts. There's no trading. He's just trying to sell a lifestyle. It's clear he's a scam artist and a gimmick. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, why are people that are trying to have channels about trading not actually trading? They're more about YouTube videos and influencing on Instagram. It's like, get some reality. Take a reality check. And this is the point that I'm making is that there's not a single real trader out there that doesn't have red days. There's not a single real trader out there that doesn't make losses. Not every trade is going to go your way, and that's the bitter pill that you have to swallow if you're getting into trading. Human nature tells us that you don't like being wrong. I don't like being wrong. That's what makes it difficult. So, and that's what, when the emotions come in and the trade goes against you, that's one of the reasons that even though you should cut it, and yesterday I had so many opportunities. I look back at the trade, and that's really what I'm upset about. Not that the trade went against me, that I had so many opportunities to get out at a level where that second trade in particular, it was almost break even. And I had about 3 different opportunities. I could have just cut it and been 14,000 down. And we saw that, 14,000, I've come back from worse than that in a day. So that's why I was kicking myself more than the actual trade going against me. But it's your emotions. You get to that break even level, and it's got a little bit of upwards momentum. You think, no, I'm going to hold it, get out in a green position, and then it reverses and sells off again, and you think, ah, shit. So you hold to your stop loss and get stopped out. Well, a huge loss. But look. Like I say, every trader makes losing trades, and it's just trying to minimize those losses, which I didn't do yesterday. I actually exacerbated it myself, and that's human emotions. That's the most difficult part to master when it comes to trading. Human emotions. Oh, I missed that breakout. Bounce on the VWAP. Lovely, nice little bounce on the VWAP bounce there. Wouldn't touch it right now. If this comes back down to the VWAP, you've got a dodgy double top, and it could come all the way back down to kind of 460s. Do I meditate? Yeah, I've got a great device for meditation, Alex. It's called red wine. But that's my meditation. Hey, we're all the best trader in the world. We don't have to worry about top 3. We're all the top trader in the world with hindsight, James. But I don't so much meditate. This is one of the reasons I like to go walk with dog, and she's been a godsend since I started trading. It just gives me that little bit of a disconnect from the trading desk, and it allows me to reset, come back, a bit of fresh air. It doesn't matter whether it's raining, doesn't matter if what's happening. It just gives me a little bit of a reset, come back refreshed, and with a start from zero. You're sitting down and you're starting again from zero kind of mentality. It's like going in at halftime. I used to play rugby at a very high level. It's like going in halftime and you're 35-0 down, and you've got to come out in the second half knowing full well if they scored 35 in the first half, we've got the chance to score 35 or more in the second half. We're not out of this, so we win this half. This is our half to win, and you've got to do that, and that's what I do every time I go for a walk with the dog mid-session. So I'll have my pre-market and early session at the open, then I'll take my break and I'll come back, and it's like, okay, regardless of what's gone in the early session, the next session is going to be profitable, and you've got to break it down. You break it down into bite-sized chunks, but when it doesn't go your way, zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This is not a career for the faint of heart. If you're looking at these dodgy influencers on the interweb with the Lambos and their actually, I'm going to do a few videos. I'm going to do a few stitches with these guys over the weekend. Absolutely hilarious they are. I wouldn't mind, but this guy that I saw earlier this week, not a single trading video, but he's talking about trading, but he's not a single trading video showing him actually doing anything or showing his P&L or anything like that. He's about 19. He's about 18, 19 years old. You know, trying to make out that he's the most wealthy person in Hollywood or Florida or US or whatever. And the guy's a complete muppet. He's probably one of these trust fund babies that his mum's still, you know, wiping his ass for him. Yellow, Alistair. I've got three of them. One's yellow, one's black, and one's red. Actually, I did used to have a Lamborghini. I had an XJ6 as well. That was lovely. Of course, these were all those shell models, you know, that you used to get from the garage after you got so many tokens. I've had a Porsche 911 Carrera as well, so they were lovely little models. AMT's building up a nice little flag on the 5 minute. I'm still worried about this double top M shape there on the 1 minute. What else is moving? Peggy's moving now. Moving downwards. Minerva. That worked well for me yesterday, did Minerva. And it sold off. I got out at pretty much the top as well, which I timed Minerva well enough. I do trade options, but just not intraday, Lexter. If I'm trading options, and I don't trade them on capital markets, I prefer the options chain on interactive brokers. But if I'm trading options, I'll usually trade it as a swing trade rather than intraday. But my strategy, my day trading strategy, is all low cap stocks. I'll trade mid caps from time to time, usually around earnings, like now. But mostly it's low float. I'm looking for stocks that are under 100 million, preferably under 10 million in the float. What did you get, Les? Yeah, okay. I'm not a big fan of Bulgari myself either. Well, let's have a look at the SPY, shall we? Yeah. Ouch. It is getting mad. Vomiting right now. Good. Look, fine. I don't mind that. If the SPY's vomiting and downwards trending, heavy downwards trending, then that means that there's going to be volatility in the market. That's what we want, volatility. The Nasdaq vomiting with it. Yeah, what's just happened? There we go. It's the yeah. This makes perfect sense. Let me just read this. So, news on the S&P 500 news. This usually gives the unemployment rates have just happened. Okay, 3.5% versus 3.6 expected. So it's actually lower. Non-farm payrolls for July, 528,000 versus 250,000 estimate. That's why. So it's the jobs numbers coming out effectively. That's why it's okay. Let me see. Yeah, just give me a second. It's showing the wrong desk. That's better. Right, fixed for you, Luke. Sorry about that. It was replicating the wrong monitor. Well, that all done. Yeah, so the US jobs numbers have just come out. Well, let's have a look at HKD. It was down heavy last week, because this will it's actually up slightly today, 850. Well, I say 850. It's 900 on the ask, 800 on the bid. So we're looking at 850. But if this runs up again today, you'll see AMTD run up with it, but selling off. So you'll get a bit of a market-wide sell-off now, I reckon, because of the jobs numbers. The US jobs numbers just come out. That was the market reaction to them. You can always turn the volume down there, Alistair. You cheeky git. We got Qnrx up there. Well, I'm not an economist, so I'll leave those kind of decisions to the economists. Right, what else is moving up? So Peggy. Is Pineapple Energy moving up fairly consistently. It's a bit quiet today. I mean, yes, we've just got the S&P 500 vomiting, and just hope that as a result of that, we'll get a bit of volatility coming in. Be nice. Let's see. Where is it? Not making any sense. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at something else at the moment, and it's just not adding up, shall we say? Back to miss you. Wouldn't want to be you. Yeah, well, I've not got a proper watch list at the moment, other than farmer runners. There's not a lot worth watching. Being I did call that out in the Discord today as well, Alistair. That today there's not a lot of movement. Tranquil day. So if I'm watching something on the day, it's usually there's a reason for it, and other than just volatility. So I did call out in the Discord that we're watching the bioscience sector for continued volatility, and some of the farmer runners for continuation, but there's nothing really on the watch list that's jumping out as really interesting today. I mean, even Assure Holdings is top mover on the day is downwards trending right now. Pineapple Energy is moving up, but no catalyst. Not huge volume either. Oh, hello. Old friend. Back again. Gaia. It's up 23% today, Pagaya. Will be one to watch. I'll put that on the list. Had 3 days of pulling back. Still over 20%. Still over $20. So Pagaya could be of interest today. But we're done with Pagaya. Last month. I can't believe you're still in it there, El Puno. I really can't. Are you just going to write that off? Just hold it forever and hope that it comes back one day in the future? I would have an opinion if I knew about that. What happened? I didn't hear about that. Alex. All right. Okay. That was from April. I didn't even realize that. $3 million fine. Yeah, so I'm just reading this now, and it doesn't surprise me. So, according to the FTC, who fined them, Warrior Trading and its CEO Ross Cameron allegedly convinced customers to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for trading system that ultimately failed to pay off for most customers. Yeah, the whole point there is if you're selling the dream, that's one thing, but you've got to be real about it. It's like Ross is a great trader. He's a fantastic trader, but you can't go and say, look, I can teach you how to do this, because quite frankly, it's down to you. You know, Ross can, like me, can teach you the principles and the strategies that he uses the same as I do. But there's no guarantee of success. You've got, it's got to be stipulated. There's no guarantee of success. You can't sell the dream, as it were. It's not, and having red days like yesterday are a testament to that fact. It's not easy, and even the best traders will lose money. So it's a risky game. There's no guarantee of success. You learn it, but it's stay in a simulator until you've got a proven profitability, consistent profitability. If you don't get proven profitable, consistent profitability, there's a lovely double bottom here. The high is that 85 I'm looking for. If you don't get consistent in a simulator, then there's no point trading with real money. Yeah, Ford's moved up, but I was when that moved up, I was locked in a trade, I believe. Why don't you just sell the kids and have it'd be much more beneficial for you, El Puno? I recommend whichever platform you're planning on trading on, you use that for your simulator. The reason for that, because if you then have to get used to a new platform to trade, all of the work that you've done on the simulator is kind of, well, not all of it, but a lot of the work you've done on the simulator will be wasted. If you're planning on trading on sterling, use the sterling as a simulator. If you're planning on trading on TC2000, use TC2000 as a simulator. If you're planning on Dash Trader, like I do, use Dash Trader as a simulator. Try the whole point of using a simulator. To start off with, you can paper trade on TradingView for free. That's not a problem. Just to get an idea of is this something that I could do, and then move on to a dedicated direct access simulator, something like a Dash Trader or Sterling or whatever. But I wouldn't. And again, if you open a brokerage account, more often than not, you fund a brokerage account, you put $100 into your brokerage account, you'll get access to the simulator. You get a paper trading account with that. All brokerages do that. So they'll give you a paper trading account, depending on which platform you're going to be trading on. You'll get a paper trading account anyway. So stick to the paper trading account first. Don't fund it too much. Just fund it enough that you're getting the platform and data fees covered. And then you can top it up at the end of the month. If you're not ready to go live, you can top it up with just enough to cover the platform and data fees. And that's what I would recommend doing is just open your brokerage that you're going to be working with, top it up just enough to cover the platform and data fees and use the paper trading account. It'll work out cheaper than subscribing to a specific simulator. So if you went with Capital Markets Elite Group, you opened an account, let's say you put $500 in there. So I think the minimum's $300 for an active account. I don't know what it is for a standard, but I think it's about $300 for an active account. And they will charge you $125 a month, I think it is, for platform and data fees. The same, and that will be, I think it's actually cheaper if you go with Sterling, but if you go with Dash Trader, for example, $125 a month, you're going to be charged $150 a month specifically directly from Dash Trader just for the simulator platform. So very often it's just it's better and it's more economical to stick money on your broker and use the platform that you're going to be trading with. Who said I don't do options? I do options, just not day trade. I don't day trade options. The whole point of doing options is that what I do with options anyways is I look for, first and foremost, not every stock has an options chain. And you'll find a lot of the stocks that I'm day trading, these low float, low cap stocks, don't have options chains. So what options tend to be better for me, this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. What I tend to use options for are mid and high cap stocks that do have options chains. I prefer trading with Interactive when I'm trading options. You get more leverage with an option, like 100 to 1 for each contract. So you're getting better leverage, and it makes trading those higher cap stocks, a Tesla, an Amazon, a Microsoft, those higher price stocks with big floats, a little bit easier to trade, more palatable to trade, if you will. I tend to hold positions over, I tend to swing trade when I'm trading options rather than intraday trading. So that's what I'd say about options. I do trade options, but this is a day trading channel, so I don't I'm trying to be specific to one type of trading. If you want me to talk a little bit more about options, I can do that, but the majority of my income comes from day trading anyway. I'm watching AMTD for this double bottom here. If we get up to the VWAP, if we break the VWAP again, 485, going to bounce on the 200 EMA here. Low here was 67, current low is 67. So double bottom here. If it gets back up to 85, maybe above the VWAP, that could be a nice double bottom to trade. Well, now we're actually making a lower low there. So yeah, what was my mother's name? Ezia? Wasn't, but Ezia Therapeutics just broke $3, 69% up on the day. Unfortunately, not G.I. Joe. Yeah, you'll get that if for real-time data, El Perno, you need a subscription. I don't know if you've got a subscription on TradingView, but if you want real-time data on TradingView, you'll need a subscription. It doesn't come for free. The free is always delayed. But G.I. Joe, unfortunately, no, I didn't have a mentor. I learned how to do it all myself. There are some good people out there that will help you for free. There are some people out there that will give information. A good channel on YouTube, for example, is don't go and watch it because he's directly competing with me. Is Beginner Trading. John London over at Beginner Trading is a lot of resources there for free. And he'll occasionally do options as well, but he's more of a scalper. He scalps the SPY a lot and the high cap stocks. Not a big trader, in terms of value of what he's trying to achieve, but zero commission. So he just does a lot of scalping, more of a scalper than anything else. The bots are back on YouTube. Which bots? I'm not seeing any bots on YouTube. Any particular reason for that, Macca? No problem at all. Right, so Revlon, let's have a quick look. When did that news break? That old news? I think that's old news from Monday. Have a quick look at Revlon. When did that news break? I'm pretty sure that was Monday's news. I remember reading something about that on Monday. Yeah, so Revlon shares trading company received permission from a US bankruptcy judge on Monday to proceed with a 1.4 billion loan. So that was Monday's news. I don't see why you would why it would move up today when it's not moved up the rest of the week. Well, there's always a push up possible. It depends how on the volatility. But this is Revlon. If you look at it on the 60-minute, you can see on Monday. This is why we got the news on Monday afternoon. We got the news that they got the approval for the 1.4. What was the size of the loan on Monday? 1.4 billion. They've got a 1.4 billion loan. That's why it pumped so hard on Monday. Now, it did have continuation on Tuesday, but it's been selling off and consolidating since then. We've got a little bit of a descending wedge flat bottom on the 60-minute with a flat bottom at 750. And this is typically bearish. So flat bottoms typically break downwards. Flat tops will typically break upwards. So this is, I'm not confident this will rise at the open. I would say this will probably sell off at the open, if anything. But that's just my technical analysis on that. With this downwards pattern with a flat bottom, support at 750, which is at 743 now, but at 750, the $0.50 area is where the support is. If it breaks 7, it's going to go into free fall. Just my thoughts on Revlon, not financial advice, guys. Well, the job numbers have come out. We might see a bounce. So the Nasdaq's down hard, selling off hard. I'm looking for some kind of look. Now we're getting moves up on Qnrx Retail A. Okay, keep an eye on that. It's under $3. I've got 87k in equity today. So I don't get any leverage with these price stocks, which is why I tend to prefer trading slightly higher price stocks. But I don't need leverage with such a big account. Something at that price. Well, I start every month with 30,000 Macca. You probably I don't think that you were on the stream yesterday. So on Monday I started with 30,000. Pre-market yesterday I'd made over 100,000, so I was over 130,000 in terms of equity yesterday pre-market, and then I pretty much give all of that back. Yeah. So I had a $30,000 loss yesterday, at net. That is. So $30,000 off the top from yesterday. So yesterday morning we came in, we were 10,000 up, so that took us just above 100,000, and then we lost that. Oh, absolutely. I'm 60 something, about 63,000 up on the month. Oh, in this is trade profit. Right now, detail for August, 63,400 on the month. I'll tell you how much net I am at the moment. 57,000 in profit on the month. So it's not a bad month. 57,000 net after charges and fees and stuff. It's not a bad month. I need to get 84,000. My goal is 84,000 net, which works out the way I've back of the beer math. I'm looking for 100,000 trade profit every month to get to my 7-figure goal, because that will give me 120,000, sorry, a 1.2 million trade profit return at the end of the year. This is all on average, which 84,000 will give me a 1 million trade profit a year. So that the whole goal is to get to 7 figures. Well, the 57 minus tax, that's not strictly true, Maka, because it's the 60. What did I say? 64. 64 minus tax, because all the charges I can offset against tax. Any commissions and charging fees and stuff like that, you can offset it. You can offset it against the tax bill, because that's going out. Why am I looking at TPC right now? Peggy. It's like Casia's worth keeping an eye on. Put it on this list. It's not something I'm actively thinking of trading right now, but Casia Therapeutics, if it gets back above $3, it could be interesting. It's at the VWAP right now, so at the $0.75 level, we might see a bit of a bounce here at the $0.75. Yeah, exactly. Once the kids, I don't know about the Maldives. I think the Maldives will be a little bit too boring for me. But certainly Spain or Portugal. I do like diving though, so it's one of the things I loved about going to the Philippines. It's one of the best countries in the world to. If you enjoy diving, check out the Philippines. There's some of the best dive sites in the world. Off the coast of so many different islands, but it's a great location for diving. Ah, damn, I missed that. I'm gonna take a position there. It was 85 was what I called on the double bottom. 84, 85. So I got in at 80, 88. Let's see. I'm looking for $5. Good call out there, Jobby. You know what? You guys are okay. You're not too bad. You're watching my back. You're calling out the patterns, and if I move on to something else, you're reminding me of the breakout. So fair play to you. Oh, mind, I've got it on the other screen as well. You know what? I'm not confident this is going to break out. Double bottoms are great to trade. I think I've probably traded double bottoms this last month more than I ever have done in any given time period before. take half off. Rest is break even. Always re-enter if I want to. The volume's not great, you see, which is why it's a little bit risky to trade on such low volume. If the volume was down here like it was around just at the top of the hour, fine. I don't think we'd have any problems with the run up. So it's your fault, Macca. Why would you buy a swimming pool in Manchester? It rains 80% of the time. Yeah, but you get idiots like that, El Puno. I mean, calling 800 as a price target for AMTD ideas, come on. It's just not going to happen. It's like calling 800 for AMC. It's not going to happen. I saw someone there on on the Reddit forums saying that HDK is, you know, a forerunner to AMC. HDK went from $13 up to 2,600, and if that can do it, then so can AMC. And I'm like, have you seen the difference in float size, mate? First and foremost. Okay, we get out for break even on the second half. Stock Twix, yeah. I think the second word of that noun speaks volumes. Can I shout out Josh? Josh who? Yeah, we all get excited when it gets 34 degrees. What we forget to mention is it only lasts for 3 days, and then we have to wait another 5 years before we get that again. For another 3 days. I've got to say, living in Ireland, the Irish summers are possibly the best summers you'll get. You know, Irish summers are phenomenal. It's easily the best week of the year. I mean, in the Bible, when Noah built his ark, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. You know, and they called that a global catastrophe, a global disaster. You know what we call that in Ireland? Back in summer. That's what we call that in Ireland. Raining for 40 days and 40 nights. Ah, they'll wreck your head though, Macca. That's for sure. Right, what else is moving? TPC. No, that's not moving at all. This is one that bailed me out yesterday. Over a nice little bit of coin off them yesterday. Boeing Pharmaceutical. 25k, just over 25k off them yesterday. Almost 26. So very tranquil pre-market, not a lot of volatility. So let's see what happens after the bell. I don't know, Marker, I'd say you were coming half the time. If you get my insinuation. All right. We've got just over 20 minutes to the bell. Time to walk around. Yeah, Edger, that was down to the US job numbers. So the job numbers came out and the market reacted to them in kind. Are we still selling? We're consolidating a bit now. Let's see. It wouldn't surprise me if we open, you know, around the 410s and then rally towards 412, 413 even today. Wouldn't surprise me. Or we could just consolidate sideways like we did yesterday. Oh, why would you send Guinness to? You take Guinness out of Dublin El Puno. You don't send it to. That's like sending coals to Newcastle. Or cocaine to Colombia. Oh, back over $5. I want to see more volume. I'm a bit too risky at the moment to go in with a decent size, other than on this low volume. I want to see more volume. I want to see 100,000 shares a minute. I'm not seeing a lot of momentum anywhere. Testing $5 as support, which I like. Touchy subject there, Puno. To anyone in Ireland. What's your average buy-in now on? You're still over $7 on AMTD, or have you invested more and bought more? You're up at $11 or something like that. Right, because it's a scam marker. Crude oil crashing, and you don't get that at the you don't get a crash in prices at the pumps. It's because the retail price of crude, the wholesale price of crude has nothing to do with the price you see at the pumps. That's the point. We're getting scammed. Back to 2014, it was $1.40 a barrel. And we were paying, in Ireland, we were paying about €1.40 per litre or something like that. Now it's you know, $100 a barrel, less than, and we're paying over €2 a litre. So it's a scam, massive scam. Greed and profit before the people, absolutely. I think today's going to be one of those, you're going to have to be patient and wait for the big moves. So Mobiquity Technology just pumped up the top of the hour. Up at 240s now. It went from kind of 150s, it's now at 240s. So it could be, if you like these smaller price stocks, could be worth keeping an eye on. Oh, stop. That wasn't the only thing you got a bank write-off for, Teddy. Didn't he have massive shares in Aircom as well? And then that what was the Smart Telecom? Didn't he have massive shares in Smart Telecom? And that went bust as well. He got away scot-free. O'Brien is one of the biggest crooks in the nation of Ireland. That's what happens if you've got so much money that you going bankrupt will affect the nation, and the government should bail you out so you never go bankrupt. So you're protected on all fronts. Like I've got 5 billion, you know, I'm a multi-billionaire. If you lose all your money with a dodgy gamble, the government will pay for you, you know, pay it back for you so that you've not lost everything. Yeah, well, there you go. It's everywhere. It's a global scam. It's not just. I mean, you look at the likes of Shell and you know, ExxonMobil and BP and all these. There's probably 6, maybe 7 oil companies globally, and they're all having record profits this year, and we're all struggling to pay the bills. Well, your average Joe Public is struggling to pay the bills. Yeah, I remember bidding for a contract with independent media, and it went to yeah. Well, I wouldn't say us traders run the US, simply because us retail traders we don't. It's the hedge funds run the economy. The hedge funds and the banks. That's what runs the economy. Us traders don't. Us retail traders, we end up getting, well, usually the bag holders. The nerve is moving up again after a massive sell-off, but on low volume. So AMTD is where the volume is right now. Over the last 15 minutes, AMTD is where the volume is. Not great though. APDN. That old chestnut. There's a double bottom there that moved up. You got the goal. Double bottoms are really good to trade. Well, I find them good to trade. I'm always looking for double bottom. Bull flags are the most common, so you're always looking for bull flags. I like bear flags as well, but I don't short as often as perhaps I could. Just think it's too expensive half the time. At the moment it is anyway, with the interest rates. The cost to borrow now on any stock is ridiculously high. Bed Bath & Beyond making moves up. Interesting. Low volume though. This is the problem. We're not getting enough volume. Yeah, so the US adds 528,000 jobs in July. Unemployment returns to pre-COVID levels. So go figure. That triggers the sell-off. There's your bear flag there. Really, Puno? Thank you. It's just breaking even. It's not doing anything. Low volume as well. 630s. Moved 10 cents on the day. Not really a trade. No momentum. Most of the pops moved before, like between 4 and 6 this morning. Most of the big movers moved between 4 and 6. As you're probably the exception. It did move between 4 and 6, but then came back and it's 8 o'clock. So it's since 8 a.m. market time. This one, but it's below the VWAP. Downwards trending right now. That's what we're getting right now. We're just getting a lot of consolidation, downwards trending. Not much in the way of volatility. Certainly no parabolic movers at the moment. Is there anything that you want to take a look at, guys? Is there anything that you think could be... what are you watching for the bell? The bell's only 10 minutes away, so what are you watching for the bell? Bitcoin's below 23, it's below 23,000 again. Big drop on those jobs numbers. But nice, it was up at 23.5, and those job numbers came out and crashed it. That's Bitcoin. Cloudflare? Is that what you're watching there, Teddy? NET? NET is the ticker for Cloudflare. Moved up after hours yesterday. Consolidating. Looking reasonably strong. 19% up on the day. Is that just you with a gut feeling there, Scott, or have you got a news catalyst that might suggest that that's the case? I'm hoping it rallies and moves about $10 today, back up to 15s. That will be absolutely well. All-time highs. What did we get? What did we get up to on Monday? Was it 12.90? Yeah, let's go and break $13 today. Nice, consistent, profitable moves. Give me another 40k. Give me a 30k day. Let's get back to clear this drawdown. I need 30k to clear this drawdown. I'm not going to be swinging, just so you know, I'm not going to be swinging for the fences trying to get 30k on a single trade. That just would be absolutely ridiculous to try. The goal today is 5,000. Get 5,000 consistently over the next week. I'll be back I'll be back where I started yesterday. I'm going to be looking over the weekend, but I'll probably start my small account challenge on Monday. So that will be $2,500 in the account on Monday, and I'll be trading that concurrently with my large account as well. Hey, Thomas. So I'll be starting a $2,500 small account on Monday in tandem with this account. I'll be trading both, but I'll be trading one at a time, of course. But once I get to goal on the small account, I'll switch to my large account until I've got to my monthly goal. That's the plan from next week. The whole point of a small account, you start off and you get green, get to your goal, walk away. You get the compounding effect of that on the leverage as well. So let's see where I can do what we can do for the rest of the month on the small account from Monday. Hey, coach. I don't know what charts you're looking at there, Alperno. Big candle on MVST. So Microvast Holdings, MVST. I'm not seeing a single candle on either the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 2 minute. Certainly not a big candle on the 60 minute. What chart are you looking at? INMM. It's big. Oh, this moved up nice. We've got 6 minutes to the open. We'll get some volatility at the open that we can play with, hopefully. Both Qnrx. So we've got Qnrx B. There's no volume at the moment. It's a low volume stock at the best of times, but Qnrx B is 4% up on the day. It's kind of choppy, but where you're getting more volume is on Qnrx A. So it's the same company, just a different class of stock. So this is up nicely on the day. It's 11%, not quite at the level I want to see it at. I want to see it at least 15% up on the day. Above 14% is what I look for. So if this continues to move back up, takes highs, a lot more volume on this one than there is on Qnrx B at the moment. So yeah, look for a 5% goal. Well, DraftKings had earnings this morning. Let's have a look at Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, DraftKings had earnings this morning. We had that spike up at 7. So look at this on the 15-minute. You can see we had a spike up when the earnings tape dropped this morning. Then it pulled back and not having a bad day. I wouldn't say it's a spectacular day. It's 7.5% up on the day, but it'll be interesting. Got 3 minutes to the bell, guys. This was the 15-minute chart for Assure Holdings at IONM, Thomas. So this popped up, but it's downwards trending. It's unbelievable. It's not basically when it started selling off. It's tested the VWAP twice now, and it needs to break the VWAP, get back above it, and then it could be interesting. So Avalon Global, nobody trading it. Had a good couple of days, but there's nobody trading it at the moment. There's no volume. It's like 4,000 shares been traded in the 8-hour session, so there's no trade there. Little over 2% up. I don't know what price you're in, or if you're in, or whatever it is, but this is not tradable right now. So will the Nasdaq rise? Well, let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Yes, I think it will rise, but will it rise back up to? Will it go green on the day? Probably not. But I think we're getting to a point here where either it'll have a massive sell-off day, or we get a rally this afternoon. I can't see anything but sideways or downwards chop the first hour of the market with the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 and everything else. All the markets, I think you're probably going to see downwards trending today. Bit of a choppy market, but if we continue downwards trending and hard, it should introduce some volatility, which is what we want. We want volatility. Morning, Careless Maris. That's maybe I should have put, instead of day trade with Tony, I should put Careless Tony after yesterday. IONM, actually, this is not a bad double bottom type formation. If it gets up to $6, if it breaks the VWAP and gets to $6, we might get another rally up towards $8, $9 or something. But it needs to be over $6. Hey, Imran. We've not really made much progress this morning. Nothing really moving. Nothing with volatility, at least, anyway. Just waiting for a bit of volatility to come into the market. What I'm watching. Society Pass now. Spiking up. There's the bell. There's my standard. I'll change the scanners to the regular market. I'll keep watching the... Oh, my goodness, that was a quick volatility halt. Halted straight to the downside. AMTD making moves upwards though. $quarter resistance. I got in for the break of the $quarter. It's typical. Well, that wasn't a good start. And I didn't get filled. That's terrible, Phil. Because that broke down. I lost, what? Where did I get filled at there? 75. I lost 15 cents on that. That's terrible. Short volume on AMTD. Yeah, I can give it a quick whirl. 10%. I'm seeing. About 10% is what I'm seeing. Oh, that's like a bride's 90. Up and down. Made a little bit on that. Out for break even on the second half. What else is moving? Gaia. Halted. Damn, I missed that one. When did this halt? 33. Just missed it by 30 seconds. There you go. So that's one to come back to in 5 minutes time. Sega moving up nicely, up at 19s. Won't chase it just because. Conscious of we got the $20 whole dollar there, so I was trying to take a bit of profit before the $20 whole dollar. Break of $20 will be interesting. The resistance. Oh, there we go. There's the break. Didn't get filled. I did get filled afterwards. 2012. Making profits along the way. A 10-cent stop in there. It probably will pull back and stop me out, but I don't mind. Got a 10-cent trailing stop on that. There we go. So that's nice $1,700 back. Struggling at the $0.50. What is Pagayan scheduled? 23.6. What's it at the moment? 23.62. It's just gonna. Pagayan is just gonna resume pretty flat. It looks like. Let's have a look at Sega. Current high 43. Did get a new high, but then as I got a new high, pull back. So Just in on Sega. Taking the profits along the way, just reducing my exposure. Actually, I just averaged down to reduce it because we're finding difficulty up there. Get out there. Let's go back to Pagaya. That resumed? Yes, it did. In for the break of the $0.50. It filled the gap. Let's watch it come back up. Yeah, there's quite a little of we've got volatility back, guys. So there's volatility moving. Beyond Meat had earnings, I think it was yesterday. So there's volatility moving. Got a 26.40 halt level on this one, so I don't think we'll get halted up to the upside. Struggling at that $25 level. A bounce on the VWAP here, maybe. Ah, spread's killing me. 50-cent spread. Are you on drugs? Come on. That's a terrible spread. $0.60 spread at one stage then. Come on. Stop messing about. Spreads have just got rangy all of a sudden. We're at like 40-50 cent spreads now. So just be careful if you're trading Pagaya, be careful. It's got momentum, but the spreads are wicked. Wicked wide. Look for a bounce on the. I looked for a bounce on the VWAP, and the ask was nowhere near it. The bid hit the VWAP, and the ask was like a good 50 cents away. There we go. Locked in a few gains there. No, we're green on the day. 2,500. Don't like these spreads. The spreads are just too rangy at the minute. Oh, let's have a look at Sega again. The 2,700 green on the day. Sega's struggling up at the $0.50. Will we get a break? Will we get a break out of the $0.50? Bit of a flat top forming over up at the $0.50. Caspian was moving up at 660s, 670s. Struggling at $7. That was the halt up. big gap up as well. 80-cent gap up, something like that. Back to that. Demo account, get onto Dash Trader there, James Organ. There's a link in my link tree for Dash Trader. It's the same platform that I'm using with Capital Markets Elite, but Capital Markets Elite, they OEM Dash Trader, so it's just badged by them as Traders Elite. But if you get onto Dash Trader and go to the subscription section, you can do a demo. And go for the Nasdaq total view. It costs about 150 bucks a month, but you get level 2 with that. You can go for the one that's less than that, about 120 bucks a month, but you won't get level 2 with that. So wow, that just sold off. I wasn't feeling that with the spreads. Let's see. The spreads wide, yeah, they narrowed a bit there. Less than 10-cent spreads, so that's Sega. No, the spreads are still 40, 50 cents. I'll come back to Pagaya later. If the spread's narrow, I'll probably trade it. So I'm tempted because it's going to move. Get big moves with Pagaya, that's the thing. If you break over 26, then yeah, might trade it more. Just went up to 34 earlier in the week. Afternoon tester. $5.75. Look, where else have we got Peggy? Bit of momentum. On green at least. Not quite to where the level I want to be, but we'll see. Minerva. It's not enough volume. What about AMTD? What happened with AMTD? It sold off. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, we lost money with it, but sorry to hear that, Alpuno. I was hoping it was going to go higher for you. EMVB. Yesterday's big loser. Not great volume though. Green light. No. No movement at all. Get rid of that. I always put it back on there if it starts to make a move. Qnrx, massive sell-off. These dojis don't fill me with a lot of confidence. On that one, anyway. Well, 15 minutes in. We're green. Get green, stay green. That's the objective for today. Double top here, the M formation, even with the gap, not really conducive to a bullish move. So Caspian dodgy right now. Pagaya, You're pulling back now. So, okay, well, we'll get a bounce on the VWAP like we did previously. $0.30 spreads. 40-cent spreads. 40-cent spreads. No, I'm not feeling it. Moves aren't as volatile now after the first 10 minutes on this one. I might trade it later. Let's see. AMTD, no. Pagaya, Kazia. Let's just have a look. Let's resort this. That's selling off. No. Hey. That's a reverse stock split. It's not enough volume. Super standard. I had it to move below the VWAP. That's selling off. Nope. There we go. Now we've got something to trade. Havana. $0.20 trailing stop. 2,500 shares. There we go. We got stopped out there. So that 20-cent trailing stop was a little bit too short. Thought this was moving up bigger than it was, but it's the actual scale. It's moved up $8, so it's the scale that's deceiving. Wait for a pullback. Made $800 on it. Better than a kick in the teeth, I guess. Beyond Meat. Going back. I don't like that. Too choppy. It's moving up, but it's too choppy. It's underneath the VWAP as well, so it'll be interesting later. Right, now we know this is just about to get into this, and it goes into a halt. Good. Typical. So, in Vivo Therapeutics, this is the one we lost 60 grand on yesterday by chasing momentum with it. So, trade that again. I'll be very careful with it. It's been doing you well there, has it? Over the last while, TikTok. Yeah, it's moving up nicely. Break of the $0.50. First candle break a new low, so the 4 grand we made, which give back. 3 grand we made, which give back. First candle breaks a new low, we get out. So don't mind this pullback. Buy back in on the next pullback. Caught between the spread at the minute. Spreads are 10 cents. Absolutely looking for an add at 42. Added for 42, quick pullback. We were up there. The high on this candle was 42.40. And lower highs here, a flat bottom, which is typically bearish. So we need to get a higher high. 42.16 is the high of that. So 42.20 is what we're looking for. For 42.20. There we go. Oh, we're back green again. One of those days, I think it's going to be choppy. Still halted from 47, so this should resume in 20 seconds. Let's see what happens. Give it top of the hour for 5 seconds. Quite volatile as well. For the bounce on 9. For a quick stop at 890. The bounce up, I've got 5,000 shares, stop at 890, static stop. So if it moves up, pulls back, fine, but if it moves up and tests highs, we're quids in. 26 I've moved my stop to. It's effectively 22 cent stop. Risking $1,000 on this. Well, say I was risking $1,000. I got a terrible slippage, 10-cent slippage. Glad I moved it. I'm glad I moved it down. Let's go back to Qnrx. That seems to be predictable. Add to this if we break the $0.50. Back up at 43.10s. No problem, Maka. If you want to be a millionaire, do the opposite of what I do. I'm trying. First 5-minute red candle since the open. Oh, need to break over 43 here. Spreads are widening as well, so conscious of that. $0.05 there on the spread. green on the day, and we can play again. We break the $half this time. That's the question. We're looking for the $half. Pull back. I'm still in for $75 here. Bit of a double top. Yeah, let's wait for see what's the high of this candle. 79. It's break over 43 again. We'll have a look. What else is moving? Anything else moving? Anybody spotted anything nice? Good volatility. We got out at the right time with Pagaya. So we're kind of break even on the day right now. It's very choppy. Difficult market to trade today. Just break even. A break even day is better than a red day. That's for sure. So I'm just looking at Pagaya right now model. Explain spreads. Okay, so spreads is the difference between the bid and the ask. So, for example, if I go back to Grna, right here, right now I've got 42.68 on the bid and 42.80 on the ask. So the spread is the difference. So 10 cent, 12-cent spread on that. This is stocks model. Well, we don't. It's not a crypto channel. This is a day trading channel for trading the stock market. If you have a look at the actual title, it says day trading the stock market live. The clue is in the title. I don't mean to be well, I do mean to be sarcastic. I love being sarcastic, but yeah, the clue's in the title. Day trading the stock market, not day trading the crypto market. I'll wait for a higher time frame. We've had one red candle. I want to see it break the $half now. Yeah, Dennis, you're not bad. You know, it's not bad advice. Find a good trade. Patience is key. Why wide spreads are bad? The simple answer there, Scott, is if you've got a wide spread. Let's look at the typical example here. HKD. Okay, on HKD right now we've got spreads which are 800 on the bid, 900 on the ask. Okay, so if you buy in at this price, you're going to buy at 900. Okay, which means that you're already $100 down. So you're going to need the stock to move $100 just to break even. So that's why you don't want wide spreads. You want very narrow spreads if possible. That's a bad fill. I'll take it. All right, I'm just going to leave that there while I go to the toilet. Okay. Move my stop loss up to 44.50. 45.42 halt level. I'll move my stop loss 44.8, 44.90. It's halted. Okay. No, I've not lost 51,000 there. That's just no problem. You're obviously looking for a crypto channel. Why is Qnrx moving? The catalyst on Qnrx needs some more water. Get myself a little snack in a moment. I've still got some of these berries. Qnrx shares are trading higher after the company reported Q2 earnings. That's all I can say. Good earnings report. And some good analyst ratings as well. So that's why Qnrx is moving. I've got 5,000 shares in this. We've got a stop at 44.91. We'd have to pull back 50 cents for us to get stopped out, which is fine. Our average price is 43.78, so even if we get some slippage, we should be fine. Right now, we're not seeing the big volatile moves that we saw earlier in the week. That's okay. Aggie. Yeah, it's got to break the VWAP. If it breaks the VWAP, it's getting rejected at the VWAP. So this is channeling now. It's you've got a channel between the 200 EMA and the VWAP, and I wouldn't say it's a flat top, it's a channel, because you've got a flat bottom, flat top, effectively. It's undecided. It's just channeling. Yeah, opens having a good moment. 550. This one's up 17%, so it's interesting right now. This is open door technology. When did this hold? 37. What are we now? Oh. And 10. I've got another minute yet. Minute and a half. As an Englishman, what do you do when you've got some time on your hands? You put the kettle on. Not seeing any resumption data on this. As long as it doesn't gap down $2, should be okay. Why do stocks halt? It's a volatility. I'm not. It's just to calm the mood of a particular. So if it moves a certain percentage, and it's actually 10% in the first 15 minutes of the market, but normally it's 5% within the kind of the acceptable trading range is what they call it. So if it moves 5% from the last, I think it's 50, whatever it is, moving average or whatever. To you girls, I'm not 51k down. I'm caught in a halt, and then they've removed the book, so they've cleared the book. So it gives the impression that there is zero price on the bid or the ask. It's as if there is no price available. There we go. Now we're up there. Now I've moved my stop to 45.86, and we're still climbing. Damn, this is a good one. $11,000. 11 grand. That's twice my daily goal. I'll make my cup of tea and we'll come back. Happy days. Nice one. Sell it at 20 grand. I would have done, but I was trying to get a bit more. I was getting greedy. I should have stopped at 20 grand, but I got greedy. I added to my position, and then the 2,500, I didn't get a chance to change the stop loss. So that's the thing. I had a stop loss for 5,000. I added 2,500. So when I got stopped out, I was trying to do too much. This is going mental today. Just risking. That's going to stop me out. Maybe. Risking 1,200 at the minute. I got stopped out. Look, fine. Why did I? I'll come back after with a cup of tea. Still good. Still agree. There's your devil horns as well, where we got stopped out. So come back to that later when the devil horns have been absorbed. Hey, I mean, when we're in a green top, I decided to put this green shirt on just as a precursor, a green day. What was my profit last year? Net or trade profit or net profit? Because two slightly different things. Let me just pull up my stats for you. But it was about 900 and something thousand. Let me just pull up in the trade profit. I didn't get 1 million in trade profit. Which is why I was just shy of the million, which is why I set my goal for a million. Where's my reports? Detailed. So my trade profit last year was 986. Let's across, you can actually see it. So 900. This is for 2021. 987. So I set myself a goal. This is trade profit. It was actually just under 700, I think, just over 700 in net profit. But so I set myself a goal of net profit for a 7-figure sum this year, and we're on track to achieve it. We're having a very good moment. Yesterday, blips. There are blips, but yesterday aside, and it's good to. It's always nice to, after a big red day. It's always nice to. Get back on the horse and get a green day under the belt. Well, it's euro. It depends on the exchange rate, but euros and dollars right now are interchangeable pretty much. I get paid out in most of my other businesses in euros, in dollars, and then when I convert it, at the moment my other businesses are pretty much what I'm seeing on the screen is what I'm getting paid in euros. Okay. High 61. Yeah, strong. Yes, Dylan. What was the first amount of money I invested in? I'm not sure. I don't understand the question, Dylan. The first amount of money I invested in. I just don't. I don't invest. I heard you invest in money. Money is money. You don't invest in money, surely, unless you're doing Forex. You're not really investing in money. So I kind of don't understand the question. No offense intended, but I don't understand the question, Dylan. So rephrase the question, I'll be fine. Well, Tester, get on there, babe. You don't just get the. Yeah, it's stocks, Dylan. This is stocks and shares, yeah. But Tester, just get on there in your own time. You don't just get access to the course; you get access to the Discord as well, and access to me. Not that that should make any difference, but after yesterday's red day, it's just nice to get green again. And over goal. If I'm over goal all next week as well, I'll be back up to the highs. We'll clear the drawdown. On that. Why am I doing that? We get over $48 here. I want to give it all back. This is fun. Testing it. We're over 48. 48 on. We're looking for 48 on the bid. Not playing ball right now. You were right about it having some volatile swings, for sure. Wow. Swings on this are mental. Need to reduce the exposure on this at the minute. Just waiting for breakout up to the upside. We've got, didn't quite get green. Looking for 48. 48 on the ask, I'll take. I don't care about the spread at this stage. Reduce the exposure. Didn't took a little bit of profit, but I just wanted to reduce the exposure in a profitable manner. This is mental. Great fun though. Gotta be quick to hit that profitable button. Spreads are going mental at the moment. Caught between the spreads right now. Get out there. Take my equity. We're gonna get this is gonna break out upwards now. So I told it was. We're getting support here. 46.50. It's 46.50. So got out at absolutely the right time. Damn. Look, Tommy, can I sweeten that for you, buddy? Go back and watch my video from yesterday. I lost 60,000 in the early session yesterday. So just be careful and watch for the if you're holding it, if you're down 5k and you're still holding it, Tommy, I hope you're still not holding it. You better not be still holding it. I will have words with you if you're still holding it. You're down that amount and it's Qnrx. You better not still be holding it, but yeah, this is done. This is well done. It's back down. It's back down testing lows at $4 where it was before it popped yesterday. So it popped yesterday, moved up. No, so it popped on Wednesday, moved up to. So look at this. It's popped on Wednesday, moved up to the highs, and then yesterday I managed to get this bounce here, but then it sold off, and it's still selling off. It's back down to the lows. If you're holding bags up here, you're done. You may as well cut your losses and look to gain something on something else. but this ain't going back up to $20 again. This is why I keep saying, I mean, I lost 60k yesterday on chasing the momentum with Innovia. Is it Innovia? In Vivo. So I traded this once today, as you can see, but I got in up here and it came back down again. It did go back up again, so in theory, if I'd held, I probably could have got out profitably, but I lost 60 grand on that. Well, I'm going to go and walk the dogs right now, actually. So I'm going to look. We're almost twice the daily goal today, which is green. I can have a look at Sega, absolutely no problem at all. Don't like a trade's a trade. So what you do is you cut your losses. There'll be something else to trade tomorrow, on Monday or whatever. There'll be something else to trade this afternoon. A trade's a trade. You cut your losses early. Okay, guys, it's the bottom of the hour. I'm not in a trade, so I'll show you all this and answer. This will answer some of the questions that that some of you have. So if you go into my profile, we come to this, and I'll pull this across for the people on the tube. So if you go into my profile, you'll get to this. You see all these bits and pieces. Click on the link tree, the TikTok trader. This takes you to all my links, everything that I use for profitable trading. So you can message me directly via email, or you can use any other Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Message me directly, no problem at all. Okay. If you want to learn what I'm doing, click on the first link, and it's day trade with me. You get what you're buying is access to my knowledge and a mentorship directly from myself. So go and check out on YouTube, subscribe to the channel as well if you want to. The first lesson is for free on YouTube, Introduction to Trading. Then you've got risk management, stock selection, all this kind of stuff. Go through the curriculum. I've got a bonus right now. I should put this down as bonus section. Got a bonus section there with all the reading material. I've got a swing trading course there. Now the swing trading course, I've got another couple of hours of lecture material to load onto this. So this will become a course in its own right, swing trading. And when that's, you can add that onto the day trading if you want, but it'll be something else. It's 150 bucks a month. That gets you access to myself as a mentor. It gets you access onto the private Discord where we're building the community, as well as the educational material. First 6 months of my profitability statistics and broker reports are up if you keep scrolling down, and you can check that out. So consistently profitable. And back to the link tree. If you want to know how I find stocks to trade, I use Benzinga scanners, trade alerts, news feed, all this kind of stuff. So the second link down, and these links are all in the description on YouTube. Just click on the free trial and check it out for 14 days. I recommend Benzinga. I would not be profitable without it, categorically. So check out Benzinga free for 14 days. If you do like it and you find that it's worthwhile and you think it's worthwhile, come back to my link tree and use DTWT35 at the checkout to get 35% off. Those two are affiliate links. The rest, not so much. TraderView I use for more deeper analysis when I'm looking at stocks. Dash Trader is the platform that I use to trade. You go to Dash Trader. I was asked a couple of times today about simulators or paper trading. You can do that on Dash Trader as well. Go through to this link, go through the subscription section and check it out. You can get a 14-day trial if you like it. If you get a 14-day trial of Dash Trader and you want help with the setup, by all means come back to me with regards to, just message me directly and I'll let you have my my setup, my desk files, So you get access to my montage, the hotkeys, hot buttons, the chart layouts and everything else. So just to give you a shortcut whilst you're learning, if you will. TraderView, basically I use TraderView to analyze all my trades. I input all my trades every single day and review them. This is TraderView. This is 2022. So August 2022, you can see yesterday I had a bad day. Having a really good week and then a bad day yesterday. So we're finishing green, which is good. Let's go to the detailed stats. As of yesterday in this year, trade profit is 770,000. So we're having a good year. Let's have a look at August. Okay, so August was 63,000 trade profit based on the first 4 days. Add another 9,000 on top of that, so we're 72,000. We're effectively about 12,000 off my monthly goal. No, actually 12,000. That would be 84,000 if it was net. But this is trade profit, so we're about 20,000 off the monthly goal. We can cover that next week if we continue having above average daily gains. So based on the first 4 days, including yesterday's bad loss, I'm averaging $16,000 a day. That's no, don't get me wrong. This isn't what you're going to be doing. It's taken me a while to get. My results are not your average trader's results. Most traders who get involved in the stock market lose money over time. They'll give up day trading within 2 years because they're never profitable. So that's over 85% of people that try day trading in the stock market never get profitable. So just bear that in mind. Really, 3 main reasons for that is they have no strategy, so they approach it not knowing what they're doing. They try and gamble is the next one. So they approach it with a gambling mindset, thinking it's a casino, and it will treat you like it's a casino if that's what you do. And lastly is they don't know how to manage the risk. And you've seen me today, yesterday in particular, and I'm an experienced trader, not managing my risk effectively. And that's something that it doesn't come easy. The psychology of trading is not easy. So just bear all that in mind. It is a very risky profession if you're thinking of doing it yourself. I don't advise it to anybody with heart problems or mental problems, mental health issues. So with that being said, I will take this for a walk. No power hour session. I don't do power hour sessions on a Friday. I like to go and have a drink and enjoy my Friday evenings. Occasionally I'll do a power hour session. I've got nothing better to do, but I'm going to be trading again. Next time I'm trading is going to be first thing on Monday morning, 90 minutes before the market opens. So that will be 8 a.m. market time, East Coast, New York. It will be 1 p.m. here in Dublin, Ireland, or anywhere across the UK. It'll be 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. So I'll be trading again 90 minutes before the market opens for the first hour of the market open as well. I will be after I've taken the dog for a walk. I will come back to the trade desk, and I'll be communicating in the Discord. So if you're on the day trade with Tony Course, don't worry about it. I'll be back in about an hour, and we'll be on the Discord then. So in the meantime, everybody, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you again on. Well, actually, I'll just answer the questions first. Sega got a bit of a double W shape there, so if it breaks 2275, it might 2270, it might run back up to kind of 2350, something like that. That's Sega Technologies. Hello, Ben. You just joined at the wrong time. And how much costs a Dash Trader? Dash Trader costs, it depends on the subscription you take. If you don't take level 2, it's going to cost you about $120. If you take level 2, it's probably going to, it's going to cost you about $150 per month subscription. So you can get a free simulator on TradingView. So again, the TradingView links in my link tree as well. You go to TradingView for free, download it, or use the web version. It doesn't matter. You can do that for free. You can practice your trading for free. It's not the best, but it's what you get for free. You get what you pay for. But if you don't have the budget right now, then the free option on TradingView could be worth looking at. Will we see a trend flip in the SPY? Well, yeah, absolutely. Look at this on the 15-minute. We sold off on the jobs numbers, and it's almost green on the day. We tapped the green line. We're above the VWAP. So the SPY, the Nasdaq is trying to do the same thing. The Russell index, small cap index, is already green. So we're having a rally. That might continue. That might be why we're seeing so many stocks doing well now as well. So we're getting some, Caspian Holdings is starting to move up as well. So on the 15-minute, so this is moving back up. Past $7, I might be interested in trading that a little bit later. So anything else? What was it I began with? I began with a $10,000 account and I lost it. I blew it up. I blew that account up. So I reloaded with another $10,000 and I blew that up as well. And I reloaded with a $5,000 account, and I also added to my $5,000 account, made some profits, and then almost lost it, added back to it, and then started getting profitable. It took me about 6-7 months before I was consistently profitable. On Qnrx, the shares, currently 44.75 is the price per share. So yes, that's how much the shares cost. You can't go in with 5 or 10,000 shares unless you've got a big account. So I've got leverage as well that allows me to do that. So I started today with $87,000 worth of equity, and I get 6 times leverage on stocks that are priced above $5 and above. So I had nothing better to do, Toysilla. If I'm being, it was during lockdown, so I had nothing better to do. I had my money. I got laid off from work. I got a nice settlement package, severance package from the layoff, and I put money into a couple of different accounts, different platforms. First, I tried eToro. I tried day trading on eToro. That was no good. I blew up that account, reinvested in eToro, and then just kind of started trading crypto on eToro and things. Then I put money into Interactive Brokers, blew up that account, and then I put money into Capital Markets Elite. Since I've been trading with Capital Markets, since I've been day trading with Capital Markets, I've not blown up an account. I've come close a couple of times, but I've not blown up my account, and I've been consistently profitable since. So the best amount to start trading for beginners. Well, if you want me to say how to trade the stock market and get $1 million, start with 2. No, but realistically, the PD2, if you're in the US, you cannot trade on a margin account with less than $25,000. Some brokers in the UK are implementing that same rule, like Interactive Brokers. That's the same rule in the UK. Rest of Europe is fine, but I would say $5,000 as a minimum. I'm starting a new account on, well, it's not a new account. I'm starting with my small account on Monday with 2,500. I'll still be trading this larger account, but I'll be starting a small account challenge on Monday with $2,500 in it. So that $2,500 with a 6 times margin will give me effectively about $15,000 worth of buying power. But I've got to be careful, because $15,000 worth of buying power, you could quite easily lose $2,500 in an instant. So you've got to manage your risk with a smaller account. So I'm doing a small account challenge from Monday. Come join me with that, and we'll track the progress on that and see how well we do. Okay. So I'll be doing that. What I did is I got to my monthly goal yesterday before I had the capitulation, and I said I'd do a small account challenge. Now I'm still having a great week. So this week, this week alone, or this month alone even. Forget the week for a second. If we go to this month, it's the same thing, isn't it? I was talking about the TraderView stats, $63,000 in a week. Now add the 9,000 on top of that, so we're looking at $73,000 in a week. That's nearly 3 times my weekly goal. It's 3/4 of my monthly goal. So yeah, we're having a good week. And I'm pretty confident, based on the way I am trading, the way I've been trading this year, that it won't take me the rest of the month to get to my monthly goal of $100,000 trade profit on the month. So I don't see any harm in starting a small account challenge on Monday as well. I'll start that small account challenge on Monday, 90 minutes before the market opens. So come join me then, and we'll do it all again. If you're not following me, follow me now on TikTok. If you're not subscribed to the channel on YouTube, press the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That helps with the algorithm as well. And I'll see you all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Thanks a lot. And I didn't treat the dog.